I'm Niall, and this is the Niall O Show. Since my last lesson all those many days, maybe even weeks ago, I've decided to take a new direction for the benefit of you, my loyal students. For those wondering how I've been, I want to make clear, I'm not unwell. My face always looks like this. My significance as a world-renowned drummer and person in general has been made obvious for the intro sequence, so you can be sure that this video is for real. You can hear me drum in the Essex music scene, playing for bands such as the heavy metal Beyond Extinction or the indie rock band Burnt Orange. Please, above anything else, give me your money. You can check us out on Spotify and iTunes and everything like that, links will be in the description. Before we get started, we must delve into the history of the instrument before you can even consider starting. Proceeding without the information I'm about to provide you will lead to serious and potentially fatal consequences. I'm going to take you to a time before your favourite drummers that we all know and love. John Bonham, Taylor Hawkins, Chad Smith, and more. Drumming has evolved alongside all multicellular life, with origins tracing back to early drum circles in the Paleozoic era. This evolution continued further to its first significant hallmark in the Mesozoic era. Reptiles first started evolving the means to keep a groove tight. Here I cite the Ankylosaurus. Take it in for a second. The world's first drummer. Everything I just said was halted abruptly when a big rock hit the earth and killed everything. So I've just wasted so much of your time. But things picked up again when humans started knocking about. In order to attract a mate, people of early civilizations would serenade their counterpart with a romantic, lustrous drum fill. Other less talented, ambitious individuals would pick up more primitive instruments such as piano or bass guitar. These beats were so influential that they were used in war, as different civilizations argued over which bands were better. The 20th century brought some of the most significant scientific discoveries that we owe modern life to. Mechanization, electricity, and crucially, the introduction of drumming as a single kitted unit as opposed to separate percussive instruments. With this, jazz flourished, blues evolved into rock, and finally, humans had reached civil society. Only now you know this information is it safe to proceed to actual drumming. Here I introduce you to the section you will come to know as Drumming Education Lesson School. This, as well as my whole inspiration for this video, is a tribute to one of my most adored heroes, Richie Jackson, and his amazing Richie Jackson show. Let's start off by learning how to hold your sticks. In this example, we see matched pair grip. Both sticks are being held symmetrically, and scientists believe this equilibrium in the lateral matrix structure of this position can be key to locking in a tight and gnarly heavy groove. This clip shows a traditional grip, which was much more popular back in the days before Ringo Starr normalised matched pair grip. Historians tend to believe Ringo Starr to have been some form of cosmologist, but this remains to be proven. Next, we see how pitched percussionists hold their sticks or beaters, especially to be hitting multiple notes at one time. I wonder what they're compensating for. The next grip is used predominantly by hobos. I was unsure whether this term was insensitive, so let's just call them residently challenged. The following clip contains scenes viewers may find distressing as we witness the use of voodoo grip. If dark magic makes you uneasy, please skip ahead now. We're going to be learning today a classic 4 on the floor beat. This derives from the 4 bass notes on each crotchet or quarter note, as you will hear in the clip following. To learn this, you must use the following steps. Step 1. Bass drum. It is vital that each note is played precisely on beat, otherwise you run the risk of injury to yourself or those around you. Step 2. Prepare your mind. I recommend anywhere from 4 to 5 working days to sit in silence and contemplate what you're doing. Why are we here? What is the meaning of life? Why is she not returning my phone calls? Only now are you ready to proceed to step number 3. Execution. Nope, not that type of execution. As your right hand holds 8 or quarter notes in sync with your bass drum, and your left hand locks down that backbeat on 2 and 4, something is missing. That's right, you look shit. Many drummers suffer from a serious drummer face syndrome. My professional advice is to embrace it. The more it looks like it hurts, the better people think you are. And at the end of the day, what else really matters other than that? Spot what was wrong with that video? Let's try again. See how much better that was? Let's show another example. Still not seeing it? How about now? Congratulations, you can now drum like a professional. But use your powers wisely, because you may just go along to create the next glam metal, and no one wants that. Thanks for sticking about. Our journey today has been challenging, profound, and at times terrifying. Hopefully there'll be more of this to come. But importantly, I ask you to stay safe, and no matter what your guitarist says, don't leave quarantine. If you're watching this at some point after the apocalypse has passed, and it's safe to go outside again, then support your local bands and go see a gig. This has been the Niall O Show. Peace out, biz.
Way too much fun, pointing the finger, turning the gun, expressing how much I hate this gun, kill the dog.